morning, Washington, D.C. This is Heather Zuccaro reporting live from the LNS News studio. Today we have for you a special segment on an issue of great importance. Each year in the United States, they cause 200,000 injuries, 10,000 homicides, and almost 1,000 accidental deaths. They are in your homes. They are in your children's schools. They are available for purchase without a background check. And they are among the leading causes of death among adolescents, young adults, and even small children. I'm talking, of course, about baseball bats. Baseball bats have for decades been at the center of a fierce controversy. On the one hand, they are tools of violence, and on the other, they are a long-standing American method of self-defense. Today we will explore the complexities of the baseball bat debate, particularly in light of the effects of a new law, the Baseball Bat Control Regulations Act. We now go live to Melissa Mabry in the field to explore the effects of this new law on our local community. Melissa?
Thanks, Heather. I'm here at a local DC apartment complex with a young woman whose apartment was broken into last night. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, I was asleep last night when the sound of a window shattering woke me up, and I realized someone had broken into my apartment. The sound outside my bedroom door continued for a while until finally the intruder opened my bedroom door and was standing in the doorway.
So what happened next?
Well, I live alone, so when I first moved in, I bought myself a baseball bat in case I found myself in a situation like this, but I never took classes and I never learned how to properly use it, so even though I had it, it was completely useless and I was not able to protect myself.
So you didn't swing your baseball bat?
No, since the law states that all baseball bats must be kept in a non-wheeled ventilated bag, by the time I'd had the baseball bat out and ready to swing, it would have been too late.
So what did you do?
I was lucky. I don't think the intruder was really expecting anyone to be home, so the sight of me surprised him, and he just turned around and left without attacking me. He could have chosen to attack me, and I would have been so helpless. So the first thing I did this morning was register for classes so I could actually learn how to use it. But that's not all. The law makes easy access to baseball bats in sticky situations impossible.
So you're claiming it's the Baseball Bat Control Regulations Act that's preventing you from adequately defending yourself at home?
Of course, by the time I would have had the baseball bat out of the bag and actually ready to swing and use, it would have been too late.
Thanks for your time, Leah. Back to you, Heather.
Thank you for that riveting report, Melissa. I am joined now by two experts, Ms. Kimberly LaFrance from the Coalition for Baseball Bat Violence Prevention and Mr. Luke Oriolo of the National Baseball Bat Association. Thank you both so much for being here. Mr. Oriolo, your organization maintains that baseball bat control is unconstitutional. Can you explain why?
Baseball is an important American pastime. It's an irrefutable part of our culture, and the right to bear bats is the very embodiment of the freedom we as Americans are so proud of. To take away that freedom because of isolated instances of irresponsibility and violence goes against our identity as the land of the free.
But these are not isolated cases of violence. Baseball bats are responsible for over 30,000 deaths in the United States every year. That's 85 deaths per day. Those kind of numbers are unprecedented anywhere else in the world. By limiting the ownership of baseball bats, we can save hundreds of thousands of lives.
Whoa, let's hang on a minute. Let's make one thing very clear. Baseball bats do not cause violence. People cause violence. Who's to say crime in America isn't caused by violent video games, television, and movies? Taking away baseball bats won't eliminate violence, and when it doesn't, what will you do next? Will you make lacrosse sticks illegal?
Of course not. But the fact of the matter is that baseball bats have far greater potential for harm than other sports equipment. With a baseball bat, you can launch balls at high speed and high range, particularly with aluminum bats.
What is your organization's ultimate goal, Ms. LaFrance?
We seek to regulate baseball bat ownership so that people are held accountable for the violence that is done with their bats by advocating for stricter background checks.
But making it harder for law-abiding Americans to get baseball bats will endanger them. The illegal trade of baseball bats will continue, leaving innocent people vulnerable to violent, armed criminals. The right to bear bats is fundamental for those who want to protect themselves and their families.
Protect your family? Unintentional injury from bat violence is the leading cause of death among young children, and in most cases, that bat came from the child's own home. If you want to protect your family, you need to get rid of dangerous sporting equipment. The Baseball Bat Control Regulations Act is designed to do just that.
Thank you both for being here with us today. We now move to a special segment on a local hero. Dimitri Romeliotis has devoted his life to educating baseball bat owners about the importance of safety and responsibility. He volunteers as an umpire with a local youth baseball league, where he teaches children that baseball bats can be fun, so long as they're used properly.
Hi kids, I've been an umpire for over 15 years, and in that time I've seen only a few minor injuries and no deaths related to baseball bats. It's important for kids to understand and respect the power of baseball bats. You should first be trained in a proper batting cage where you learn to maintain control throughout the swing and also to choke up on the bat. Under all circumstances, even if just playing in the yard with friends, it's important to be at least 45 feet away from the batter. And remember kids, always wear a helmet.
Thanks for tuning in to our special segment on baseball bat violence. We hope we've given you enough information to have an informed opinion on where you stand in this crucial debate. Until next time, this is Heather Zuccaro at LNS News, helping the community one segment at a time.
Let's strike out baseball bat violence in America.